Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Can you see the screen?
Not yet. It hasn't come through yet.
Oh.
Yes, it's come through now.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are back to Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we are studying chapter 15 today, the Yoga of the Supreme Person. So let's go to a summary of the verses first. Okay, so summary of chapter 15. The ultimate purpose of the Vedic knowledge is to detach oneself from the entanglement of the material world and to understand Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. One who understands Krishna's supreme identity surrenders unto him and engages in his devotional service. Krishna uses a wonderful analogy to create detachment within the spiritualist and fuel his desire to re-enter his real home in the spiritual realm. So imagine someone checks the screen is not coming yet.
Yes, that's better. We can see the full screen now. Oh.
Yeah. Issues with the computer.
I can't hear you, Karuna.
Yeah, but the screen is not responding.
Oh, we can see the full screen. So it's, I mean, we can see the, I just want to see the writing. So you can carry on.
I know I can't see anything. It's not
Oh, you can't see.
the
Okay.
whole screen. Yeah, it's not the whole screen.
Oh, okay. Ah, yeah.
Ah,
There
yeah,
you go.
it's coming. It's coming. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So imagine someone checks into their holiday hotel room and then begins painting the walls, buying new furniture, refitting the bathroom, and hanging up family pictures. It sounds ludicrous. They don't make arrangements for long-term comfort in a temporary residence. This world is like a hotel room within which people make complicated plans for security and enjoyment. The themes are: this material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Krishna gives a glimpse into the spiritual world. Krishna maintains us at every level. Krishna explains the different living entities. So we have the analogy here that we waste time in material comforts and everything, why we should really um, engage ourselves in devotional service. So in this chapter, we are looking at how the material world is a reflection, perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Let's start reading the verses. Sorry, my computer is a little bit slow.
I can share maybe my side if you want. Ah, yeah, it's coming.
Okay. So, who will read the Sanskrit? Riyansh, would you read the Sanskrit?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. And Puja
No.
Mataji, would you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji, thank you.
Go
It,
on, Riyan.
it hasn't started showing the screen yet. Huh?
Oh,
It should come any second now.
you can see it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your internet might be playing up a bit.
Mm,
Let me just open it up my side.
Raji, by the time.
Ah, good. Yeah, we can see it. Yes, go for it, yeah, Riyansh.
go on.
Yes, Raji. Chapter 15, the Yoga of the Supreme Person. Text 1. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Utvamulam Dashakam Ashwadam Prahuravyam, Channansi Yasya Parnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavet.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upwards and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas.
Dashodam Dasatash Tasyachaka Guna Praveda Visha Pravala Rashamulanyana Santatani Karmanubandini Manushaloke.
The branches of this tree extend downwards and upwards, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the object of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society.
Text 3 to 4. Narupamasya Tatopalabhite Nanta Odachare Nacha Samgatashta Ashwataminam Surudamulam Asanga Sastela Trulera Chitra Tadaham Padamta Parimatavyo Yasmin Gatana Nivatanta Boya Aveva Chatyam Purusham Prapatya Yetta Pravetta Prasata Purami.
The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with a weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and there surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial.
Hold on, please. Can I ask something, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, of course.
Prabhuji, can you do the first script, please? The first one. Can you put it a little bit down?
Yeah. Just 1 second. Text number 1.
Where it said about the tree. Where is it? It said about the tree.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the banyan tree we talked long time ago? Can you remind me, please,
Yes,
Prabhuji?
it's the same. This is what Krishna is explaining. Oh, no, you're talking about the Prema Bhakti Lata Beach tree, the Prema Bhakti tree. No, different tree. This is a tree that Krishna is just giving an example how this tree is very unique. Its roots grow upwards and the branches go downwards. So Krishna is just giving an example. This is what the spiritual life, material world is like. Material world is completely opposite to the spiritual world, just like this banyan tree. It's material world is only a reflection of the spiritual world, just like the banyan tree. The trees, the roots go downwards and upwards, and the branches go downwards.
Branches will go downwards.
He's just giving an example. Yeah, he's just giving an example.
All right, thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
Raj. Text 5. Nirmana moha jita sangadosha ajamanitya vinivritta kama vanveva mukta sukadakka samye gacchante mura paramavya.
Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with the material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom.
So let's look at the summary of these verses and the lessons.
While the screen comes up, this is a really powerful, good. This is a really powerful chapter because Krishna's giving so much information. It's only 20 verses in this chapter, but Krishna just gives so much. Yeah.
The summary, just as a banyan tree has a reflection in water, the spiritual world also has its reflection, the material world. While they may look similar from a distance, the spiritual world is where reality, substance, and true satisfaction is found. On the other hand, the reflected tree of the material world is complicated, intricate, and completely topsy-turvy, since the roots are upwards and the branches downward. Bird-like individuals frantically search for juicy fruits on the reflected tree, but the substance which brings satisfaction seems to be lacking. Krishna urges the reader to cut down this illusory tree with the weapon of detachment and end the futile endeavors for permanent fulfillment in the temporary fantasy world. The lesson 60, consider this place as a hotel rather than home, where we are temporarily staying. So this is very important that we try to get detached from this world, from the sense pleasure, from attachment with the family and everything we have, so that we can get more and more attached and fulfill our duty, not considering the fruits of our activities, not being attached with the fruit of activities. So then we can progress in the spiritual path.
Yeah, and this example is phenomenal because it's good to remember that we are only here for a short time. And, the more we become attached to things in this world, the less chance we have of becoming detached and going back to the spiritual world. And of course, if we become more and more closer to the Lord by performing bhakti, then naturally the attachment to this world reduces, gradually it reduces. So that's the trick, to serve more and more, do more and more activities which are akin to spiritual life. And they're so pleasurable, they're so nice. So why not? Naniben, Prabhaben, anything from your side? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
let's talk to this.
Oh,
Hello?
yes.
Oh, carry on, Mataji, then I'll talk.
No, you carry on, Mataji. I was just nothing much for me to say. You carry on.
When you say you get too much attached, is it with the people, or is it with the clothing, or is it with going out, holidays, things like that?
Yeah, everything. Mainly people. That's correct. That's correct. Like we become very attached to the family, friends, and not understanding that in the Bhagavatam, there's an explanation of these relationships. Just like in a river, two pieces of wood come together for a short time and then they're separated forever. So we're like that. We come together with a family for a short period of time. And then after this, we leave this body, death, we never will see them again. But we are thinking at this moment, this is my family, my husband, my wife, my children, my grandchildren. But soon there'll be separation, never to see them again. So what is the point? So
What about attached to the clothes, wearing nice clothes?
as well, but then, those are easy things to get detached from, because you can wear nice clothes to the temple for the Lord.
Yeah.
Please him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please him.
Yeah, to please him. Even the family, if we have the attitude that these children are in my care, they belong to God, they are God's, they're just in my care for a little time on behalf of God, then that is not attachment. Then that is, we are understanding the real position. So anything that we attach to, if we add Krishna to it, that becomes detachment. Then we're not attached. So just adding Krishna, adding Krishna, adding Krishna to everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I mean, I know it is difficult.
Yes.
What else can you do?
It's difficult, but Krishna can make it easy as well. Because if we have this desire, like you had this desire, you didn't want meat in your home or in the fridge, and he made it happen, right? He made it happen.
Oh, yes.
You didn't have to do extra work.
I am so happy. I'm so pleased now.
Yeah.
This thing suddenly happened. I don't know why, but it has happened.
But you had to make no effort to make it happen. It happened, right?
It happened, yeah. And that is Krishna done it.
Exactly. So in the same way, if we pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, I don't want to be attached to my family, he will make it happen. It might hurt a little bit, but he will make it happen.
Happen, yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
when it comes, it says the branches are upper and the lower. So as you say, in the little table here, it says in the planetary system, so upper is the higher and the lower is the patal. Is it?
Yeah, it'll be the Patalok. That's correct.
Patalok, etc. Yes.
Yeah.
And we are in the middle.
We're in the middle,
Okay.
where karma takes place. Because in heavens, there's no karma. In the lower, there is no karma. Karma doesn't have any impact. But here it does. So this is the place of the fruitive activities taking place.
But when we go to the Vaikuntha, the karma doesn't take place, but whatever karma we accumulate, they start the decreasing, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes. Got it. Got it. Yes.
Okay.
So Karuna, you'd like to take us through this incredible picture.
So the banyan tree, the original tree, is the spiritual world, and the reflection is the material world. And the branches here, it is said that there are 14 planetary systems, 7 upper and 7 lower. So the roots are the root of material world grows upwards. Topmost planet, the Brahmalok. You can see the Brahmalok here. Secondary roots on the earth and grows downwards, that spreads all over. Subsidiary roots are attachments, aversions, likes and dislikes, pity, impious tendencies develop from here. So these are roots, roots and the branches. The leaves are the Vedic hymns. ritualistic formulas of the Vedas. So the various manifestation, the lower parts of the branches are the human beings, animals, horses, cows, dogs, etc. Upper parts are the demigods and mainly other higher species of life. The twigs are the sense objects, sound, form, touch, etc. The
Hmm.
tips of the branches are the senses, eyes, ears, nose, nostrils. The fruits are the karma of the jivas, dharma, arth, kam, and moksha. And the living entities involvement.
Hmm.
From one branch, hops from one branch to another, trying to taste the fruit. So we can't see how far the tree extends or where it ends. And eternally part of the Lord, but in this world struggling with the senses. This is the upside tree, the temporary material world where we are living. So being too much absorbed in gratifying our senses, so we are entangled here. You connect, Babaji?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for taking us through that. Good.
Any other comments or something?
Mataji, can I ask you please something?
Yes, yes.
Is this the banyan tree? The one here showing? The picture?
Yeah, that's what reference is made to in this chapter.
All right. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So shall we continue or end here, Prabhuji?
Oh, yes. How many verses are there next lot? Do you know?
5.
Let it carry on tomorrow. Yeah, let's carry on tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki
Jai.
jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you. Oops.